Welcome, family. Welcome to this special underrated music talk. I'm gonna read about Latin R&B. My special guest is the junior elder himself of our community. Muhammad is the one. That's right, the one and only Muhammad is the one. We gonna discuss about. We gonna read and discuss about Latin R&B. That is the missing form of our music that a lot of people do not want to talk about. But I got the brother on here, and you will hear from him in a few minutes. First thing foremost, again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Make sure the bell is lit, so you be the first one to hear my powerful live stream or video. Also, share this stream throughout social media. Very important. Thank you very much. And also, let's get them lights up. Also, I do have PayPal and also Super Chat. If you wanna donate, that'd be very much appreciated. Also, I have my past live streams and videos. Let's get them likes and the views up on those. Tomorrow is going to be special. I'm going to be chopping it up with the one and only, the black beautiful butterfly herself, Muhammadisthe. It's going to be on the darkness table tomorrow, 1:00 p.m. Stay tuned for that. All right. I already put it on my community board. So I want you to go there, hit the like on that, and tell people to come to that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to enter in a few seconds. I'm going to introduce you my brother. But we're going to wait. We're going to wait until some people to form up in this piece. All right. We're going to form up in the chat. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna chop it up. We're not gonna really get into it yet because we want some more people to come. The Deacon of Defense, thanks for coming. All right, we got 6 people in there. All right, now I'm gonna introduce you, the one, the only, the junior elder of our community. Muhammad is the one. Salute to you, brother. You could
Okay, how you doing, brothers? And assalamu alaikum and peace, and all to all the people in the chat. Peace to you, my brother, for having me on your panel, and to discuss this topic with the Latin music and its origins and how it came to be and how we hearing it today.
Okay, now we ain't gonna read nothing yet, family. We're gonna wait till it filled up. But my brother. Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, right. What you were saying?
No, I said I'd like to just greet and peace to all the people. Assalamu alaikum. And just wanted to thank you for having me on your panel to discuss and to dissect this Latin music and to just discuss its origins and how it came to be and to what it is today.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna wait for a few minutes to have to give people a chance because I know how YouTube is. I did now. People were like, you send invites out. No, I didn't send the invites out, but I did send invites out because it was like spare the moment. But anyway, by sending invites out for tomorrow. Tomorrow again, I will chop it up with the one and only, the black butterfly herself, the beautiful raw Muhammadisthe. That's gonna be 1:00 tomorrow, fam. 1:00 tomorrow Eastern time. 1:00 p.m. Eastern time, early afternoon. It's gonna be a buzz. People is excited. She is very excited. Everybody else is excited. Muhammad's the one excited. But first and foremost, I want y'all to be excited for this. Because this is the missing genre of our music that nobody don't like to talk about, because they are like confusion and talk about the Spanish, and the Spanish don't like the blacks and stuff. But I'm just letting you know that there are people in our origin of the Spanish origin did embrace our music and they put their spin on it. And at the same time, they are not being credited over that. And so what Muhammad the one's gonna do, he got some additional information that is very, very important that we have to know. Because we have to have discussion on this in the near future, family. This is our music. I know that there are some people, some our Hispanic brother, they say, "Oh yeah, this album, no, this our music." And it's because of the cause, and I'm not gonna talk to Origin because he gonna tell you, but we're gonna wait for some more people to come in. So, brother, let the family know how you been doing.
Oh, I've been doing good. One day at a time. Everything is, fitting into place. I'm back up on my feet again, and slowly but surely, taking my time and thank God Allah, everything is all praises due, and everything is going fine,
Yeah,
As of this point, no setbacks, and everything is doing okay.
That's all right. Hold on, fam. Hold on. Muhammad, keep on going. You keep on talking. I gotta mute. I gotta take this call.
Okay, and I'd like to thank for those out there in the chat that was asking about me, that was concerned. I'd like to thank you for your support and your prayers, and hey, without that, I don't know how far I could have gotten, but I'm forever humble to the people, and that's who I roll with the people. So I'm just your brother, just brother Muhammad. That's all I am.
Thank you very much again. Welcome, my brother, we didn't hear the last part, brother. You went blank.
Oh, I just said no. I just wanted to thank everybody for their support and their prayers, and without them, I wouldn't have got this far. And I'm just your brother. That's all I am. I'm just your brother.
That's all.
And I'm here to just to serve the people and and exchange ideas, and we all learn from one another.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Again, like anybody that wants to.
Couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me? You couldn't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I think before we get started, I feel like giving out some presents today. I feel good. Let me see. Nah, I wait. I think I wait. I'm gonna wait. What's up, Monique? How you doing? Welcome, Deacon of Defense. The Joe W. Salute to Deacon of Defense. Salute to you. Salute to Joe W. As always. Salute to Monique Hill. Salute to Johnny Black Johnny. Thanks for coming. Salute the one and only Kevin Nidash. Again, like I said, I do have a PayPal account. Also, I have super chat. If anybody wants to donate, feel free. Or if not, hit the like button. We're gonna wait for a few more minutes before we continue. I'm gonna read my version. Then after I finish my version, I'm gonna read this, and then we going to talk. So again, this is title is the Underrated Music Talk, Latin R&B, with my special guest, the junior elder of our community. Muhammad is the one. Okay, so a lot of people don't know about the music. See, we know about this music because we from New York. So this was going on, and then so I'm gonna bring my own form to it, and Muhammad gonna bring my own form to it. We're gonna wait for some more people to form up in here. And Muhammad's the one. Before we continue, before we get started, a few minutes, tell the people why it's so important that we need to know about our music. Why it's so important.
Well, the importance of it, in my eyes, is because it's like everything else. Even with music from the African American community, they tend to whitewash the origins. They tend to whitewash. Even went so far as to steal our music, steal everything, and a lot of our people don't know, and you just have to do the research on it. Like give you a good example. Like I just went across the Billboard's top 30 all-time greats in Latin American music. And the brother that you and I spoke about from Cuba, Benny Moré, he ain't even listed.
Right.
He's not even listed. He's not even nowhere near that list. And if you go down the list, all you see is European looking, light skinned looking artists. The only one you see with any melanin is Celia Cruz.
Right.
And there's more than that. There's more than her. There was even a black Mexican singer back in the 40s and 50s that brought out the bongos with who's that dance they were doing back then? The samba, which was Cuban, because the Cubans had a tight grip on that type of music also. Okay, before it even became salsa. You see, so you have to go back into that history and look how it matriculated throughout the years. Okay. So that's why I think it's very important for our people, even for brothers and sisters, because there was a time back then all brothers and sisters loved that type of music. I used to go into after hour clubs in the Bronx, and everybody would be grooving to that music. What happened?
You're breaking up, brother.
You see, then the separation came. That's more on them, because they're getting away from their origins. You see, so I think it's very important. Sticking back to your question, is we have to learn that, because that is us. That is our music, and we have to lay claim to our music.
I'm gonna play double. Oh, hold on, sorry. You're breaking up, brother. We didn't hear the last part.
Oh, I said we have to lay claim to that music, because that's ours. That is our music, and we can't let them steal it.
Right.
You see?
Yeah.
Because, like I said, all groups used to groove to the Latin music. All groups, especially the Black Americans, especially because with the actually the African influence. I just read it. Basically covers salsa, was influential in salsa, bachata, which is the Dominican music they listen to now, merengue, all of that. It covered all spectrums of all forms of Latin music.
Oh, no, don't give him, just give him a little bit. Junior,
that's it. Yeah, that's it. I ain't gonna give him no more.
We're gonna give y'all a little bit.
Yeah.
And also you gotta understand though, too, family, with everything origin that he just broke up, they also mixing with the basic R&B flavor too, that later on that helped form this music in New York.
That's right.
So Muhammad, let me see. I'm just gonna let the family know in the near future I'm gonna add more mods. So watch out for it. I'm gonna add more mods. So if I add more mods, you have to know what you're doing. You gotta know what mod is, know what to do. All right?
Yes, sir.
Because just doom shot. I take this very seriously.
Right.
So of your minds and everything. I need loyal. I want loyalty. I'm not saying be here all the time, but I want loyalty.
You got it.
That means y'all see. No, go ahead.
No, I said I'm there for you, brother. And anytime I
appreciate that. I'm talking the ones I'll be picking. So you have to know about the mod. So if you want to know more, you can ask if Vonda Harris, you guys Vonda Harris about it, or you got Poetic Kills with how to be a mod and stuff like that. Because I'm adding some more in the near future. And you have to know what you're doing. Gotta know what trolls in. You have to read the comments too. Anything that go contrary, you got to get them out. So we're gonna wait by another maybe 3 more minutes, Mom, and then I'm gonna go there and read my thing.
Oh. Okay, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm saying that we're gonna wait.
I just want to send a shout out to Vonda Harris, Poetic Kelj, Gigi, all the queens that come on the chat.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say hello, how y'all doing,
Yeah.
and hope that you're having a good day.
Yeah, and Queen, who I am.
Yeah.
And yeah, Queen who I am, and Nikki.
Reigning woman,
yeah. Right, reigning woman. The brothers, y'all know who y'all are, so don't worry. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Miss E, thanks for coming. I'm sorry I missed you. I'm sorry I missed you. Thanks for coming and enjoy this rich music history that this system is trying not to let us to know, but we gonna get it done though. Y'all gonna know something. Y'all know a lot. And so let me see. I want to see. Okay. All right, brother. Hello?
Okay. I'm here.
Okay, what I'm getting ready to do, my part is gonna be short. All right, family. Oh. Then after that, I'm gonna say Muhammad's the one. I said I'm finished, and then you're gonna take over, or you want to discuss what I said. Then to the family. Then after that, you go. No, this time I'm gonna do this. We're gonna read.
No, you go first. You go first.
Right.
Finish what you finish, and then I'll add the color analyst to it.
Got you. Okay. Now, family, this how it is, yo. Welcome to the Underrated Music Talk. Brother, you breaking up.
I had muted myself. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you mute yourself right now.
Okay.
All right. Family, again, welcome to Underrated Music Talk. Latin R&B with special guest Muhammadisthe the one. That's my special guest. Again, if you want to donate, hi. Talking about you. We talk you up. Hold on, before I continue, let me let me put this. And mods, very much appreciate. Can y'all keep on sharing this throughout my chat? Be very much appreciated. There it is. And shout out to the LDBC. That stands for Lions Den Boxing Community, also basketball community. Shout out to the family. All right. Again, welcome to Underrated Music Talk, Latin R&B with my special guest, Muhammadisthe the one. All right, this how it is, family. Latin soul, in parentheses, and related to boogaloo, was a short-lived musical genre which developed in the 1960s in New York City. And it started, I believe it started in the mid-60s. It consists of a blend of Cuban mambo with elements of Latin jazz that I read a story about. Okay, so I want y'all to go back on look through my channel, Underrated Music Talk. I did Latin soul, Latin jazz, and soul music. Although short-lived, the genre have a great influence on the growing salsa movement, which would dominate in the New York Latin music scene in the 1970s. Today, the term typically used by Hispanic artists and producing R&B or soul music. Ha ha ha! They don't tell you that part. All right. Latin soul placed in a heavy emphasis on its Afro-Cuban remix and features songs sung mostly in English. The style grew out of an attempt to be part of Latin musicians in New York City to expand the reach of their music beyond the local Latin community into the wider mainstream in American society. Now, before I'm going to bring Muhammadisthe One back, why it was not make it bigger because it you got to understand who was ruling and still ruling this music industry. And all we talk about the white and other counterparts, it was all about money at the time. But this was this was rich music. And I feel that some of us as a people, we dropped the ball on that. This could have been very big. And I'm gonna tell you, this some of these some musicians that went on, had pretty good careers themselves. And so, yeah, that's jazz too, but Queen who I am, but they don't like to talk about the R&B part of the soul. And there's it was quite a few record record labels in New York City, even throughout the throughout the mid east, throughout the east, especially New York, and they had some things scattered, but some scattered, but you know, so this is like last like probably like in the mid '60s, going to like towards the mid '70s. So it didn't last on maybe like 9-10 years span, but it was great music came out, great music, and yeah, cool I am, yeah, right. But the ones that was underground, oh, they made some great music. And so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna bring back the one and only, the junior elder, Muhammad's the one. Then he gonna really gonna break down the origin and everything else. So I'm gonna fall back and junior elder, let me know when you finish.
Okay, brother. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Family, press one. Could you hear Muhammad's the one? Press one. Say it.
Can they hear me? 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2.
Oh, I'm sorry, mute myself. You can go ahead, brother. I'm gonna mute myself. Just let me know when you finish, so I'll unmute myself. So, family, gonna
Okay.
put down the origin and the fusion of it. All right, I'm gonna mute my mic. Just let me know when you finish, so we can get back into it.
Okay, you got it. Okay. All right. Good day, everybody. As far as the breakdown, when it said that the people from Europe brought their music here, I like to know what that sounds like because I've never really heard that type of music, but I know the salsa, the merengue, the bachata, and all that had African influence in it. I mean, heavy. Because if you look at the timbales, the bongos, the congas, all of that is used in all of their recordings. Again, however, I'm going to go back to even the 40s and 50s. You had a Cuban singer out of Cuba named Benny Moré. In English, it looks like Benny Moore. if you go get a copy of his on YouTube or his songs, you could hear the African influence in his music. And he was a dark-skinned man. He had a hell of a voice. Just take a listen to it, right? And you'll hear, because my mother used to listen to it way back in the day. That's all I heard in my house. That's all she played. And I remember each one of those songs, and she used to sit down and school me how these sounds came about. And then the Cubans had a hold on that type of music until it was transformed into the Puerto Rican sector, which became salsa. And you started having, these artists. But going back, you even had Celia Cruz coming from the island of Cuba. You had a lot of stars that are not even mentioned these days. Even on the top 30 Billboard, I just looked it up on Google. They don't even mention this guy. They'll mention Celia Cruz, but what they'll mention is they look at all the lighter skinned artists, but none of the darker skinned artists. And we know that that's a farce, because those darker skinned artists made the better music. Now let's transform over to the salsa. Same thing. You had artists that had the influence of Africa through the instrument, through the R&B, the rhythm patterns. If you listen to it, you say, wow. And I remember going back into the clubs in the 70s, blacks, Puerto Ricans, whatever, everybody was grooving to the same music. And where the split came, I don't know, because that was all our culture. All of that was part of our culture. Because let's be real. I mean, as a dark-skinned Puerto Rican, I have family. I have people that look like y'all. It goes, all the way through the diaspora. But the thing is, they tried to hide the music and tried to take the information and discard the information so we wouldn't know about it. Because, the old saying, you want to keep something from the darker skinned people, put it in the book. But, we have to research it, and it has to be very, very important, because even the youth of today need to learn that, because that's part of R&B, that's part of rap, that's part of every genre of music that we're listening to today. It all came from that. So, for my people, I think it would be useful if you could just research it and research all of that material, because there's a lot of material to be researched and things that we don't even know. So, let me see. Then you had with the Dominican music, with the merengue, another source of influence of African music, African background in that music. One time I went to the Dominican Republic, and at the airport, I see these guys playing, with these instruments. And I said, damn, that sounds like music from down south. And they had their little bongos and this and that. And I was sitting there in amazement, listening to what these guys were playing. So, it goes around the diaspora all the way around. And that music is worldwide. So, don't let nobody fool you or nobody trick you into thinking that it's not, because it's more than what we see today and what's being advertised. Okay. And, basically that's about it, and, okay, Underrated. I hope I gave, some insight to it, and you can come back on. Underrated?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm kind of done with that soliloquy. Yeah.
And so let's go into it then. You start off first, because you was a junior elder.
Okay. What do you want me to answer?
Whatever.
Okay. Uh. Well, even let's take the Fania All Stars, and those guys used to put on serious concerts, right? Now, again, with the music, a lot of that even sound better than what was on the album when you hear him live. You know what I'm saying? So again, with the African influence in that music, that's what brought that music to life. It took a life of its own. You know, it just, man, it raised the level. It raised the level of what was being played even to a spiritual level to a certain degree. I mean, if you couldn't get up for that, I don't know what could get you up, because yeah, and this is what I'm saying. It's the level of consciousness that you match yourself spiritually with that music, and it used to bring you up, and if you wasn't feeling happy before that day, before you heard that music, after you heard that music, you went on about your business that day in a positive manner, so, because music is meant to enlighten. Let's be real. Music is meant to, to get us in the spiritual mode where we feel good about ourselves. Music is there to, to compensate, to get us going. Kind of like, I'm trying to look for the words for it, but it's to get us going, basically. When we hear a good song, we strut to it. We even when you're driving, you nod your head to it. You feel good. You feel good, man. You feel good. And it's just, when you hear the horns, see, that's the thing that's not, nowadays, everything is studiolized music. They're not, they don't do it in its original form anymore. We understand that times have moved on, but if you listen to it, there's still some good music out there. I'm not going to knock the whole thing. But when you listen to music back then and its original form, you can't mess with originality. So the same thing with Latin music, that was the same thing. Its originality, that's what's crisp. That's what gives you the oomph, the drive. Yeah, I love this. You know what I mean? So, and I'm pretty sure people in the chat would agree with that, because music is a very integral part of our lives. It's a very integral part of our lives.
Yeah, I say for me that what I love about this music is because it's revolutionary. It talks to the inspiration. It talks for us as a people. Talking about our Hispanic brothers and sisters, why they into of the of African sound of our being. You know what I mean? And I think that we don't like talking about it because it sounds different, especially like people of today. And then that's what I get from when I live in New York and everything. That our Spanish brothers and sisters, I mean black, including yourself, you identify Africa, fight against oppression. You hear what I'm saying? And
yes,
they identified it, and we fought and everything. I love her Albert too, but we ain't feeling
Who's that?
Her Albert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like when he but this music, it makes you think.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It makes you think, and like you said, it brings back the different parts of our African origin. That is very important. And a lot of people do not want to connect with Cuba. I know there are some Hispanic brothers and sisters right now, and it's sad to say this, but I'm going to say anyway because we talked about this, Mom, the one. They don't even want to identify the African part of our music, and and that is sad. And then even like in Cuban, and so you got to come back to origin for Africa. And and so that's what for me, and if anybody in the chat that want to ask questions, feel free. Welcome my brother Saab, the race problem. I want you to go support the brother. He had some excellent information to mobilize for us as a people and learn to strategize in different ways to keep on current, keep we have to know about current events, and plus to love ourselves unapologetically. That is very important. So he go on like every six. If you still in the chess solve the race problem, could you put down the time that you be going on? I believe it's 6 o'clock, but I could be wrong. And I was on this panel like twice, and it's enlightening and everything. And I want y'all to, I want to check them out, please. I want y'all to go support the brother. If you win, put down the time, please, that you come on every day. But this music is diverse too. It's like you cook stew. You put this in there, you put that in there, but you know the best flavor is you do some Africa in there, and it makes it go.
Exactly.
Makes it go, family.
Exactly.
And so I want you to tell the people, besides the grandfather of Latin music, as we could say, I want you to say the name to the people, please, again.
Oh, the singer?
Yes. The grandfather.
Benny More. Is Benymore with the hyphen on the E.
Right. So I want you to understand that. I read about Latin jazz and everything, and I ran his name to it, and it goes to show, and I did some digging. He made over close to 50 hits in his career. I believe he died. He died in the early 70s.
Yes, sir.
So he died kind of young, but he was not getting the notoriety that he should. If you ask me, me and Muhammadisthe one, he really started this Latin thing back in the early 1900s.
Right.
But he got his break like towards the end of the 30s, going to the beginning of 1940s.
Right.
He didn't get his due. Now you see
right.
what I read, I do some digging. Me and Muhammad, we have to do some digging. They don't say that much about it. But like Muhammad the one was talking about, they trying to have at that time they want to have these Europeans was trying to hit our music. And it was great. It was great Cuban. It was great Cuban music, and even some of Latin they was playing back then. But it came in form. I'm talking about the 1940s, but it came in form going to the 60s, like 30 years later.
Well, let me point something out too. All right,
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
It's within the topic we speak of, but it's not in music.
Mm-hmm.
But I want the Puerto Ricans to take a look at the flag that represents the island of Puerto Rico. If you look at that flag, it is similar to the Cuban flag.
Yeah.
Take a look. Very similar. Very similar. Maybe just one or two different adjustments to it.
Mm-hmm.
But take a look, because the Cuban music was the head of all music in that diaspora all those years until salsa came.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So salsa is relatively new, on the scene compared to what the Cuban music was back then. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people don't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that. And see, the thing is, what happens with our people, especially here, we get caught up on the American propaganda. Oh, that place is bad. Oh, you shouldn't go there. Oh, they do this, they do that. How you know unless you've been
there?
Yeah. Okay? And if you witnessed things there, you stay there about a year just to see what's happening. Because I was told by different people that went down there, they loved it.
Oh, okay.
They loved it. And I know that was my mother's dream of always going there, but she could never achieve that dream part of it. But she always wanted to visit that island. You
Right.
see?
Yeah.
And I intend to do that in the coming 2 years, a couple of years, just to see what it looks like, just to see and experience the people, just to see, because we can go off of what the propaganda here exists, but because they'll tell you, like, they never even talk about Africa here. You understand? So
Right.
they always put that in a negative light. Think about it, my people. They always put things in a negative light. Oh, you can go anywhere but there. Why is that?
Mm-hmm.
But getting back to the music part, let's stick with the topic at hand.
Right.
The music was so influential, man. See, they don't want to give it credit.
Uh-huh.
They don't want to give it no type of credit. But that music is what shaped the music today. Is what shaped the rap of today. Listen to rap songs. What did they used to play in a lot of rap songs back in the day? A lot of bongo, a lot of gunga, a lot of different instruments. That's all influenced by the African influence, bro.
Yeah, even I gotta before I ask you the question from James J. And also, if you listen to disco, you listen to African music, and also you listen like the people don't understand. A lot of influence of Latin music too
Yes,
in
right.
disco.
Yep.
That they
Yep.
not gonna let you know. See, I know music, so I hear it as you older than me. You think about it that like Dr. Buck, what's the name of that group? Is
Dr.
Dr.
Bizarre and the Savannah Band.
You know that's Latin family
Yeah. Yeah.
mixed with
Dr. Bizarre
disco.
and the Latin. Yeah. And the Latin. Yeah. Dr. Bizarre and the Savannah Band. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But see,
Yeah.
they
Listen
call it
to.
disco. They call it disco for marketing purposes. But that's
Right.
Latin.
Right. Right.
That's
Right.
Latin, Cuban, and all of that.
Exactly. That record they made, Sour and Sweet. That's
Uh-huh.
nothing but yeah. Stay for me, sour and sweet. Yep. Yep. And what's the other hit they had? Oh man, they had so many hits. But if you listen to it, it's like that cafe music. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Right,
Cuban cafe type.
and also what's also genius about them too, they actually mix with the cafe music, even like back in the like 1940s jazz too.
Right.
If you hear that family,
Right.
they they
Right.
they they they, they, they kind of a little ahead of their time.
Right.
They
They
they,
was ahead of
they,
their
mix,
time.
they mix with the big band music. I'm talking about
Yep.
jazz back in the 30s and the 40s.
That's
That,
right.
that Duke Ellington and other
Yep.
ones created.
Yep.
People, you gotta listen when I'm talking to you now. Listen,
Boy, I wish you could play that over there.
I'm talking about now. So you gotta think about it. In disco, they were fusing a whole lot.
Right.
But they was not getting the credit for it because of the symbol, the market disco. And people think, oh, disco is messed up and all that. You hear the Congo, you hear the area, yeah, all that fuming. Music.
Yeah.
In the front of our eyes and there. You gotta
Yeah.
listen for it. You see, a lot of us don't know of this music, so of course they gonna know it's disco. But there's a lot of Latin jazz mixed into, a lot of jazz, a lot of R&B, even some blues.
Yep. Yep.
But you gonna hear Latin, you hear Latin.
Mm-hmm.
Now, James J got a question. Shout out to James J 2121. He want to ask, he said, underrated. I'm gonna put it to you though. Underrated is that's where Jennifer Lopez and Rosie Perez got their Latin R&B from. You get it first.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. Because they had to get it from an original source. That's where they got their thing from. Of course. I'll answer that with a yes, because it all starts from a beginning point, you see.
Right.
So yes, they did get a lot of their stuff from, you know, from those African yeah. But they now whether they will admit that, that might be another story. You understand?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Whether they will admit that, you know, wow. I'd have to maybe take a little wager on that one. You know what I'm saying? But you know, because even Jennifer, when she first appeared on the scene of In Living Color, she was a lot darker than what she appears to be now.
Oh yeah.
Think back.
Yeah,
Think back.
And go more on your point. I want you to continue. Let's not forget about Miami Sound Machine back in the 80s,
Right.
90s.
That's right.
A lot of mixes. People, I'm telling you, man, listen to Underrated, man. I know my stuff, and I got Muhammad the One now. We know our stuff. Yeah. There's a lot of jazz fusion was always in R&B. It just nobody didn't pay attention to it.
Right. It got by the people. Yeah.
Right, it got by the people. And the ones who's running it. And answer your point, answer your question, JMJ, you got to understand. I said the more in tune with is Rosie Perez, because Rosie Perez was around. She lived in New York, and she was around Hell's Kitchen. And also, she was one of the Soul Train dancers. So I would say that she identified mostly of it. And she always was the one with the advocate. I mean, for our people, but especially our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters too. Jennifer came up. I'm not gonna say she don't identify to me. She was like more in commercialized.
Right.
She was more accepted commercially than Rosie Perez. But Rosie Perez, I said that she identified of the origin of Latin.
Right.
R&B. And also combined with our music. That's why if you see Rosie Perez, you know, you see it, you see how she aged good. Oh man. I used to have a crush on Rosie Perez.
Oh man. Tell me about it.
Rosie, oh my God. Rosie. Sorry, family. Rosie will get it. I ain't lying. And Rosie, damn, Rosie. Oh, I used to crush on her.
And that squinty little voice.
Oh, yeah. But she was very intelligent.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's not being really talked about and everything. Now, J&J really, Gloria Estefan also identified with Latin too.
Right.
She was, you know, living the dreams. Thanks for showing up. Welcome to the special Underrated Music Talk with my special guest, the one and only, the junior elder. Muhammad is the one. We are discussing. We are talking about the story of Latin soul or R&B, and how it plays a significant role right now. Now, let me ask you this question, Mom. The one.
Yes, sir.
How you be around this music? You were born and raised Staten Island, New York. You moved to the Bronx and everything. And I want you to name some of the musicians that you was hearing in the past that should get notarized. That should get notarized.
Latin musicians?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. You had what was this brother's name? Oh my God. You had this group. Oh God, I can't remember their name offhand.
They from New York? They from New York?
Yeah.
Is it Mandrill?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a Latin. A lot of their music was
right.
Yes.
Right. And I'm before you continue, they from Brooklyn too. Now, now people go. Now I want you to understand they from Brooklyn, New York. Now they come out with some They made about 6-7 LPs back in the throughout the 70s. Now they was mixed with Puerto Rican and black.
Right.
But if you hear they sound, they're mostly from Latin.
Yeah. That record Fence Walk.
Oh, Fence Walk is what? And people, there's two versions of Fence Walk. There's one version, I believe, 3 to 4 minutes, but you gotta get the long version. Oh my god.
Yeah. Mongo Meat.
Mongo Meat too, right?
Oh my god. Matter of fact, they used some of the rappers was using the beginning part of Mongo Meat in their rap songs.
Yeah.
Right. Remember that? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We gonna turn it up here. We're gonna turn this up because I want to bring some stuff up. Let me see. Now there is a song family. I ain't gonna play it because I'm gonna get in trouble. There's a song came out that's I believe like in early 70s. Funky Nassau.
Yep.
Funky Nassau. That's Latin sound. They originally from Bahamas. Beginning of the end. Now there's a long version to it too. Now I see that I'm not gonna read. I'm just pulling it up, families. I told you when the underrated one, the grinder comes through, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you the truth. Funky Nassau.
Yep.
Beginning of the end. These brothers are originally from Bahamas. Latin sound.
Yep.
Mixed with calypso.
Right.
Mixed with
Calypso.
Calypso, right.
Yeah.
Also mixed with Caribbean.
Right. Oh, well, remember You Master Killer.
Right. Hey, yo, we giving you history, family, that you're not going to hear it.
Right. You Master Killer.
I absorb it.
Yeah. Yeah, that had a blend of African.
Also,
Latin.
There's another song by Mano Dibigo, famous one, Samakusa, mixed with Latin and African music. Another
That's
one.
Right. Yep.
I'm cheap on
Yo, man. You're digging in the crates, baby. You're digging in the crates.
You know your nephew get down there. You know your nephew get down. I don't be playing games. This is real, yo. Yes. Yo, I ain't new to this.
Right.
I do this for a long time. All right.
Right.
So we're gonna pull up some stuff.
Well, if you listen to You Master Killer's grazing in the grass, oh my God. You know, there's two versions of that song, but his version, the instrumental version, oh, the horns, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yes. I urge the chat to look that one up. It's all on YouTube.
And also, let's go back to Santana.
Oh.
If y'all want to hear some hardcore Latin, hardcore soul and pop,
right,
go to Santana.
Right.
They was the first one, part of the head shakers of Woodstock back in the late 60s. Now people say what Woodstock is. Woodstock was in Woodstock, New York, was in upstate New York. They had top pop bands.
Right.
One of those head of it was Santana. See, they want to tell you that.
Right.
But we gonna tell you that they were at the top. Matter of fact, after people start seeing Woodstock, seeing Woodstock, Santana band went to international just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna pull it up, family, because I know
Yeah.
you.
Well, if you talk about Latin jazz and jazz, Chick Corea.
There it is. And Chick Corea play off some of Curtis Mayfield Monster LPs back in the early
Right.
70s.
Right. Right. Exactly. 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 See, this is history, man.
And also remember, family, the old now I'm pulling up YouTube and I forgot to bring this up. Why do you think why do you think Latin rap comes from? Yeah, it comes from hip
Oh,
hop, but some of their lingo has come from Latin from way back Latin music.
that's right. That's
Old
right.
school reggae. You listen to some of reggae. Some of reggae is from Latin too.
Yeah. Bob Marley and them. Yep. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Because a lot of the dialect, actually, a lot of the dialect, the Latin dialect is African. A lot of people don't know that either.
Mm.
Ah,
That's
read
right.
up on my peoples.
That's right.
Read
Now,
up.
that's right. I'm pulling up some stuff right now.
Uh-huh.
Elvis Capisso.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Wait.
Because if you hear in Psalm Makusa, when you hear him danga danga, oop oop danga, this Makusa, a lot of that is dialect. You see? It's the dialect. That's the original man's language.
Yeah.
You see, the original man and woman, that's their language. Because we are the original man and woman of the planet Earth.
Right.
You see? So, we have to look at our history and be, you understand? And be cognizant of, stop being put in this subservient mind frame. Because this is ours. This is ours. You understand?
Oh yeah.
This is ours.
That's right. It's ours. Remember that.
This is ours.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This is ours, brother. And a lot of people don't want to adhere to that, but this is ours. This is all ours. All the lands around the world.
Okay.
Don't keep yourself in just one area.
Uh-huh.
This whole planet is ours.
That's right. And you know what I did, Muhammad? The one I found some old Latin R&B artists.
Yes.
The famous one is Joe Bateman. Now, people say, why you say Joe Bateman? Joe Bateman later on helped form South Soul Records with the late great.
That's right.
Montana.
Barry White.
Montana. Now,
Montana, right.
Vincent Montana was part of MFSB, the Philadelphia set, to play the vibes.
Right.
Matter of fact, Vincent Montana had brought him in.
Look at that.
But Joe Bateman got his start from the Latin sound back in the 60s going to the 70s. Another one, Raul Pagan.
Yep.
Another great.
Yep.
Another one, the Harvey Avenue Dozen.
Yep.
Another one, Pete Rodriguez.
Yep.
They deserve. Another one.
I forgot about him. Yeah.
Ray Barretto. Another one.
Yeah. Ray Barretto. Yep.
Now people said Tiara. Tiara, we gonna say Tiara safely. That's commercial. So we're gonna pass them.
Yeah, that's commercial.
Joe Cuba.
Yep. Hey.
Another great. Do I need to go on, brother?
Hey, there was this older brother when I was in Spofford. He was one of my union heads, and I know you remember this name. He was a singer. He sung like that type of music. Joe Bataan.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe
Bataan.
Another great. Do I need to go on, brother? We're gonna go on. Joe Pector. What? Say that. Was their name again?
Joe Bataan. Joe Bataan, B-A-T-A-N. AAN, Joe Bataan.
Okay, another one.
Yeah, he
Joey
sung that. He sung that. What is it? Apple. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That whole album was crazy.
They were.
Yeah.
Joe, the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Joey Pastana. Oh, what about the Caracas?
Yeah.
Remember that song, the nasty song? No, I can't even do that because I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. Hey, even Barry White, to a certain extent, used a lot of Latin.
Right, Latin, right? Yes, he did. Right. Oh, another one. Willie Bobo.
Willie Bobo. Yep.
Todd Palmieri.
Yep. Bob Palmieri. Yep.
Bob Palmieri, right. Joe Torres, he's commercial, so like really
yeah.
Pucho and the Latin Soul Brothers.
That's right.
They the one helped started this sound in New York.
How about that?
Pucho and his brothers. Come on.
Yep.
Y'all want the dogs keep on going? We're going to keep on going, brother. And the Latin. So let me pull it up here. Chulo Rivera and the Latin Soul Drivers.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to go back. We can go back. Yo, listen, I'm telling you before, this is our music. These are the ones that have started. I'm talking about those. Now, the ones in commercial, they came after them. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to keep on going on, bro. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, we ain't going to say him. I want to see.
Right.
Jerry Sabat.
Yep.
All right? And Johnny Colon. Now, these are
right. Even what's his name used a little bit of Latin influence in African music in his music. Gil Scott Heron.
Yes. Right. And even the Philly sound, the Motown sound.
The song in the bottle. Listen to that. Listen to the percussion on that one. Mm-hmm.
Even some Aretha Franklin songs with some of that sound.
In Spanish Harlem. Come on, baby.
Right. Come on. Come on, man. Stop.
See, that was the unifier.
Right.
That was the unifier between our people. There was no differences back then. We stood for one stood for all. We got to get back to that. We got to renew that culture again, brother.
Yeah, and then they said,
brothers and sisters, we have to renew that. We have to get back to that.
Right, exactly. Now, I just pulled this up, brother. The 50 best Latino singers of all time. They got them to put Mariah Carey down there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maria Espinal Spalding, Rita Moreno, Sally
Rita Moreno, yeah.
Rita Moreno. A great family, a great. See, Cruz. I call the grandmother.
Oh, she's
Mark Anthony, yeah. Juan Cruz Guerrero. Remember that name, family. Very underrated.
Right.
Now we're gonna hit the best pop singers of all time. Let me see.
Even what's his name used to come on Tuesday nights on the Spanish channel. I used to dig her. But she was like a singer and a dancer, and the way she moved that body. Oh my God. Edie Chacon.
Oh yeah. She would get it too.
Sorry, ladies, that was a must see.
Yes, sir. P Money was good. P Money, welcome to the building. What blaze it is?
Oh, that P Money's in the house? That's P Money in the house? What's up, P?
Yeah, P Money. Shout out to the LDPC.
Yes, sir. P Money, my man.
Solving the race problem. Do me a favor. Put the time in the chat. What time you get on, brother? I want y'all to, what's outdoors? What's going on? What's up, brother? Shout out to you. I want y'all to check the brother, check them out too. BNO Outdoors, check them out. Solving the problem. Put down your time. what blazing in sports. Want y'all check them out. Support them.
LDBC, shout out LDBC.
So before we continue, these are these brothers and sisters that started this sound, the Latin R&B. They got their origin even way back, but they make their own flavor. But why it couldn't go on? Because they didn't have enough backing. And that is sad. But their music has lived on and it's spilled out.
Right.
I appreciate that. Again, if anybody that wants to support, donate, I do have a PayPal and also Super Chat. Or if not, if y'all can't do nothing, I know how things is. You know, hey, you can hit the like. But this is great. This is great music that the media is not going to tell you about. This media dominate of their time for, like I said, about 11 years. And I brought Muhammadisthe one because, like me, he's from New York, and our brother, he's a black Puerto Rican, and he identified what's going on, and he around this music. Leonard Shea, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Very much appreciated. And so this is the music that you closely, that they make their spins. This is the music you dance to. But the sad thing about it, this music right here, just as R&B, jazz, and everything, has been watered down for years. But they trying to make this music non-existent. But
today, amongst our people, that is. Yeah.
Among our people, right. Among our people. So we bringing it back. And this music, when we talk about it, is universal.
Right. Let me tell you how universal it is. Back in the 90s, there was this band from Japan. They called it La Banda de Japón.
Yes.
Yo, they played this salsa. I swear, you wouldn't even think they were Japanese. I said, whoa. When I heard that, I had to sit back. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But you know, listen, that's the influence, the African influence, influence. Bro.
And also, check it out, Muhammadisthe one. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
We got a singer-songwriter. His name is Leonard Shea. Thanks for coming.
Yes.
He said, I am a singer-songwriter. My background is in jazz, but now into more pop funk stuff. Okay, Leonard Shea, if you want to read about, I did a story about Latin jazz and also jazz. So you can look through my channel. It says it's underrated music. So I got to put those in playlist too. Show me that. But you look for it, it's right there. I think you would like it. I think you would like it. And also I broke it down too. Shout out to P Money. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, $5. Thanks for the. But also, this is universal.
Right.
Yeah. Take a look at it. Take a look at it. You will enjoy it. Definitely, you will enjoy it. And also, and I have to say this, and I know some people going to take offense of it, but this is true. This is our music. This is African music. This is our music. It came from that origin.
Yeah.
The Cuban music, all that come from Africa.
Yeah. Exactly.
The
exactly.
And so, but see, it's you know, it goes to show, family. It goes to show, family. And Muhammadisthe one, I want you to get into it too.
Yes, sir.
See how this music industry, and we could talk about they are part of the system, how they slowly try to downgrade this music. They're trying to put this music into suicide.
Yes. Yes.
And I want you to explain that to the family, please.
Okay, sure. What do you mean by that is look at the lyrics that are being displayed. It's the lyrics of destruction. It's the lyrics of the family destruction. It's the lyrics of the black community destruction. Um, it basically is negative, no positivity, no messages like rap intended to be, storytelling, what's going on in the hood, you know, how can we rectify the situation? You don't hear that anymore. And I'm wondering, I'm making an all-out plea to all these rappers that are coming up to reverse course, because even though these people are in charge of these record labels, you know what? If they try to force you to make that type of music, balk on it. Because you know what? That music is not helping, and it actually is creating a mass destruction amongst our people, to the point where we're doing things to each other that shouldn't even be taking place. So now I appeal to you, brothers, listen, man,
And sisters.
And sisters that do that type of music, refrain from doing that music. Get together, pool your resources, make your own labels. If that need to be, then do it that way. Because you know what? You don't need that. And I'm sure most of y'all got seeds that want to grow. You got families to feed, but you ain't gotta, host the devil to feed your family, man. You understand? You ain't gotta go that way.
Let me ask you a question, brother. Jose
Yeah.
Feliciano, he's from Puerto Rico, right?
Who?
Jose Feliciano.
Yes, sir. You know Jose Feliciano. My mom knew his mom in Spanish Harlem when they used to live right next door to each other.
Mm.
Yeah, they have history, brother. Matter of fact, my nieces had did a play. I don't know if anybody in the chat from New York is familiar with it, but they did a play some years ago. The King of the Lords or something like that. It was like a play, and it got rave reviews, and it's even on the HBO series now, from what I was told. And it went back to the Lord's, the Lord's gang back then. With Jose Feliciano, the former newsman Pablo Guzman. Matter of fact, even Rivera was in that gang, believe it or not.
Right.
Yeah, Geraldo Rivera, he was part of that.
Yeah.
That's why I say how he get down with Fox and all these people. Now I don't understand that, but that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, they did a play about that, and Millie and the Lords, that's
Millie and the Lords, right?
Millie and the Lords. Yeah, if you look that up, that my twin nieces, they did that, Jesse and Jenica, and they did that. They had good reviews and everything. You know what I mean? So they're still doing things like that. So, and basically, I remember when the Lords took over that church on the in Spanish Harlem, and they said that the church should be providing food and services to the community. They took over that church. A lot of people don't know that. These were Puerto Rican brothers that took over that church and made that church give up its space to give the people food in the community that was struggling. Yo, they did it. See, that's not being represented, but it happened. That's part of our history in New York. And I don't know if anybody in the chat knows about that lives in New York, but look it up. Look it up.
Yeah.
It happened because the church wasn't providing the adequate services for the community. They were collecting money, but they weren't returning the money to the community, so they went in there and took over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are our warriors nowadays? Where are they at? You understand? Where are they, man? You see? And yo, man, I mean, we have to. It has to be a call to arms to go back and do it locally, strategically, and do it on the streets, man. Because this is going way out of control right now.
Yeah.
It's out of control.
Yeah. Yeah. And then at the same time too, forget. Thank you, Nicole League. Thanks for that. And she says, great stream, JT. Show love, bro. Thank you so much. And P Money, excellent as always. Thank you so much, and salute to you, Muhammadisthe one, because you've been part of that. And also if you're listening to West Side Story back in the early '60s, you actually hear some Latin too.
Right. Right.
A lot of people, the late great, what is, I forgot. I think it's Albert Sutton and the late great, oh man, what's his name? What's this? Freddie, the late great Freddie Prince. She
Freddie, yeah.
You know who's saying that? Who you know who did the soundtrack? Jose Feliciano.
Feliciano.
He the one wrote, produced, and made that.
He wrote that. Yeah, exactly.
He did all the music of that. And also, if you remember, the Doors made "Light My Fire." That was one of their biggest hits.
Yep.
Jose Feliciano did the Latin part of that song, "Light My Fire." I believe that was like a few months or a year later. I don't know. I did between 67, 68, something like that. He did a making of the Latin. Oh, that's so beautiful, yo! Y'all gotta hear this.
Yeah, come on, baby, light my fire.
And I'm very underrated. He's very underrated in guitar playing too.
Yes, sir.
Underrated.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm gonna drop this joint you, Muhammad, the one I want you to back me up on this too.
Yes, sir.
J.8L7 Okay, thank you. No problem, Nicole Ali. Thanks again. Very appreciated. I want y'all to support her. Go to her channel and support it. Great information. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful queen right there. And also, I lost my daughter. I lost my. Well, they get to me anyway.
Salute to Nicole Ali. Salute to Nicole Ali.
Man, I lost my thought too. What's blazing in sports? Oh my God. Nicole Ali said, Raul, get some ginger and elderberry, and also silver for your car. Yeah. Oh man, I lost my thought. But anyway, I'm gonna get back. I know it's gonna come back to me. But and also too, if you hear certain orchestras back in the 70s, you hear the Latin sound and African sound. Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up right now. See, Muhammad the one be always getting me started. He be getting me started, but I'm gonna pull up this song now. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull up a song. Now, woo! Now you gonna mute yourself. Now, there's a there's a song that came. Let's do the Latin Hustle. It's about is a from New York, Eddie Drennan.
Yeah.
Drennan. Now he came up with some hits too. If you hear that Latin Hustle, where you think that's come from?
Right.
Huh?
Is that song? Let's do the Latin Hustle. Yeah.
You can't say that with my brother. I get formulated.
Yeah.
Now there's a short version, there's a long version, and also that's Latin.
Right.
Tell you some more stuff.
Ruben Blades, remember him?
Yeah. Now, there's another group. They played like somewhere in the Philadelphia Sound. The Ritchie Family.
Yep.
Latin.
Yep.
Brazil.
Yep.
Latin.
Yep. Yep.
Do I have to pull the family? Do I have to go on your? I know my stuff, and I know my junior elder. He knows stuff too. Do I have to go on everything? Do I have to pull up? Let me see. Let me pull up, y'all. Let me pull up. And also, Sound Soul Orchestra. They play Latin. They play Latin music too with Carol Douglas.
Yep.
Also with I'm gonna pull a Sound Soul Orchestra too. I'm giving you, we giving you extra.
Right.
We're giving you extra. You know, so but see what's so beautiful about them, they mix with R&B and stuff. Now, let me tell you a little something about Sound Soul Orchestra when it's formed back in 74. Now, when I talk about MFSB, that's the Sounds of Philadelphia. That's when Gamble and Huff formed it and everything. Now, a lot of people think Gamble and Huff formed it back in the 70s. No, they was making hits even back then, like towards the mid 60s, but they really started making hits towards the end of the 60s with it was Archie Bell and the Drells. They left them in the early 70s, but they came back to Philadelphia Sound back in the mid 70s. And also Archie Bell, I said Archie Bell and the Drells. Also, you got the oh my god, what's the name of that group? Oh my god, the Intruders. And you hear some Intruders sound. They got some Latin too. Also, you got Billy Paul. Billy Paul has some sounds of it too. Has some sounds too.
Exactly.
All right. Cause Philly mixed with some of that too, but they were so genius. They was a class by themselves. And also, now get back to Vincent Montana, the late great Vince Montana. Now, who's Vincent Montana? Vince Montana played the vibes, but his musical career was long before that. And everything. He was up there. I believe he was born in 1929, 1920, something like that. And he learned from sound. He's from Philadelphia, New York. And also he making quite a few hits back there too. And so when they formed MFS, but now at that time he was playing with some fellas MFSB, but they didn't call MFSB at the time. They was like called the Family. That was the sound. That was like part of Philadelphia sound. Even back in the 60s, they called the Family. And so that's why you got McFadden. Now people say, who's McFadden Whitehead? When I know you know who ain't no stuff now we in the group. Now McFadden and Whitehead, they was down with the group there Escorts. I forgot the song in a minute. I pull it up like that. But I'm just giving you a little history. It's good. Y'all gonna connect. Now Vincent Montana did some sound. He did some songs of Calypso too. But it was like, oh my god, it was an Indian something. I forgot. It was part of the group, but it was still South Philadelphia. So when MFSB was formed, that's when the same year they formed Philadelphia International. They had strain of it. I'm talking about Philadelphia International was on fire. They wrote for they wrote for oh my god, what is his name? Joe Simon, you name it. And then all of a sudden, MFSB was playing about. They were most of the sounds they played with and stuff. Except back in 1970. I'm gonna go forward, but I forgot. I left that out. Gavin Huff also had Mermaid Records, and then Ebony Woman. There was a soundtrack came from that sound too, but they was not MFSB, but they was a Sounds Philadelphia. They didn't call it Sounds Philadelphia, just Philadelphia sound at the time. Now to speed it up, MFSB, that says mother, father, sister, brother. That stands for MFSB. And so the late great Vince Montana, he was part of that sound. He was arranged all over the place. Now, what happened was they was not getting the royalties of their money. So that's when South Soul Orchestra came. And that's when, remember I told you Joe Bateman? Joe Bateman was part of it. So he made his transition from Latin into South Soul. He made some quite few, he made some little hits here and there for South Soul. I'll explain that too. So that what happened was the main members of MFSB, they came and moved over to South Soul. So they became South Soul Orchestra. Of head of Vincent Montana, but they were still writing songs and everything. They still was arranging as they was in Philadelphia International, but they came real big family, and I'm telling you, here's some outstanding hits like so he was spearheaded by that. Now after he left from that, he was still South Soul Orchestra. Then he left that. He started a group of Goody Goody. That's an Atlantic Records. That's with his daughter Denise Montana. She said, "I'm a number one, baby." Yeah, that's them. He the one started that too, Goody Goody. And then along the way, he started making it. Now, South Soul Orchestra lasts like maybe like 9 years, from 75 to 84. So they had a string of hits too. But along the way, they had Latin too. If you hear that, you hear the bells, you hear that African sound. I want your when you go to salsa, when you listen to Salsa Orchestra, I want you to go and pull up African dance or African sound, something like that. That's back in 79. You will hear all that. The fusion of it. So I'll pull a Salsa Orchestra. Yeah, now also Salsa Orchestra redid a song by Earth, Wind, Fire, made it first, Get Away. You can hear that. Latin, African fusion. The bells and all that.
Right.
I'm giving you hit. We giving you history. Tangerine.
Yep.
Rita O. I want you to go back and listen to Rita Mambo. No, I can't even do that. But that's back 7 years. That's you could hear the Latin sound.
Right.
So also Dance a Little Bit Closer by Chiro. That's back in 77. But listen to the 6 minutes one. Don't listen to the short one. So there's a lot of we giving you history.
Right.
What's up? What's going on, Maxima? What's going on? Stephen Hawkins said, "Do you know anything about La Salle, Puerto Rico?"
What part of Puerto Rico?
La Salle, Puerto Rico.
La Salle, yeah, that's in the middle of the island. Yeah,
middle island. Okay. I heard of it. Stephen A. Hawkins. I did. That's my brother right there. It spells Loiza. How you pronounce that?
Oh, Louisa. That's the part I was telling you, to the southeast of the island where there's blacks.
Oh, okay.
Remember when I gave you the history on that?
Right. Well, tell the people again.
Okay,
right,
it's called Louisa.
Thank you.
It's called Louisa. That's on the southeast end of the island. It's about 3 miles away from San Juan if you're going down that road. It's where the African slaves came to that part of the island, which to this day is still black. And it's a corner of the island where it's near the water. They got a little town there. Got a lot of commerce there between the people there. It's all black. You know, you have black Puerto Ricans, Africans. You got a mixture, but it's all black, and it's still thrive to this day. That town is still pretty much, doing okay from what I was told. Because the last time I was in there, I had a ball. You know what I mean? and just being with the people. It's Louisa. Yeah.
Louisa. Yeah, yes. Our LDBC brother, he said that his dad is from there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, his dad from there, and he said it's very Americanized.
Well, to a certain degree, probably now. But I know when I was last, that they still maintain their culture, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, they still maintain their culture, and then with the influx of Dominicans coming in there, it depends. But right now, I don't know what it is now, but I know when I was last there, the culture was still thriving, at that point. You know what I mean? But that's one area where it's all black.
Okay. Shout out to Reigning Woman. Thanks for coming. Yeah, you was talking the last of it we didn't hear. Repeat that, please.
Oh, I said, yeah, it was all black in that area, because I have an aunt that lives there, as we speak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He said they do bamba and all.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Anise Outlaw. She said, peace and love to the brother Underrated Darkness. I can't stop. Thanks for showing us love. I appreciate that. And he says, yep, he said 3 to 4 miles away from San Juan.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's up. See, when we talk about stuff like that, see how it span? See, that's how our people is. We expand, baby. We expand.
Right.
We global now. We global.
And right. That's what I'm saying.
So, and even I'm gonna tell you one thing too on the low, people. Former Prime Minister and leader Castro, he loved this music too.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Castro.
One time he was coming through. I know there was a story related by Benny Moré. He was coming through the neighborhood at night, and Benny Moré looked out his window and said in Spanish, "Here comes the king." Here comes the king. And Castro smiled, and they went up. Castro went up in his house. They had whatever they went to eat or whatever, and Castro was cool with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And you know what? And brother, I want you a little older than me, but I want you to tell the people why it's so important. And I know people call him a communist or something. That Castro loved African people. And I want you to explain to people, even back in the 90s, when he was willing to send our people paid to go to Cuba, and they teach us our medicine for free and go back to our community and help our people, and why the United States has denied them. Now, but I want you to tell more about that, because people don't know nothing about that. And I want you to tell us about stories and what you heard even before then, please.
Okay. All right. Well, the reason why is because, see, the first time, I'm going back now.
Go ahead.
When he tried to do the revolution, it failed. So he hid back. He came to school in the United States. He went to some of the best schools. I think he went to Harvard or something like that. And then when he formed the revolution again, because he saw what was happening on that island, where the mob was coming in, putting in these casinos, doing all kinds of stuff, and they had the Western influence. So he got together with his people. They banned it. They ran him out of there. Okay, so the reason why they call it communist is because in the eyes of the American people, well, the hierarchy here, they'll say, well, he's a dictator and he's telling people what to do. But at the same time, what his intentions were was for everybody to have an equal amount of everything, whether it was goods and services, food, rationed off. Now, the only reason why that island suffered was because of the sanctions that were put on it by the United States and other countries. But as a resilient people down there, if you notice, those are so resilient people. With what little that they had to work with, they were able to still form their own economy. Even the cars that they're driving, 1940 and 50 cars, and they're running better than brand new cars. So that goes to show you their mindset was above all else, because they're working on these things. Now with him, he didn't want no Western influence in there. In the West, and for a country in the Western Hemisphere, he didn't want no parts of that. He didn't want no parts of that. So that's why with his people, the people that were coming to Florida in boat rafts, those were the lighter skinned Cubans that were slaving the darker skinned Cubans because they had property. They were more or less capitalists, and they were whipping on the backs of those people to do their property work, to do this, to do that. He saw that and said, no way. And he got rid of that. That's why those Cubans that you see in Miami were beefing with him. Very rarely you see a few dark Cubans, but mostly it's those lighter skinned European looking Cubans. Okay? That's the real story. So now, then when he,
No, go ahead. Go. I want to ask you a question after this.
So then when he came to New York for the UN summit in the late 60s, all the dignitaries were staying at the Waldorf Astoria. But for some reason, he was not welcome there. When he got to his, destination in the Waldorf Astoria, they told him, nah, you can't stay here. And he said, oh, really? Okay. So he went uptown, and that building, that white building on 8th Avenue and 125th Street that sits on the corner, which used to be the Hotel Teresa, that's where he stayed at. He said, well, you don't want me here? I'm going amongst my people in Harlem. And that's where he came to. And on top of that, in the 90s, did you know there's a DVD out, again, for our people to research? There's a DVD that's out there that this man had sent Cuban troops to Angola because of the apartheid that was happening back then. Right. They tried to come in Angola, and he helped defend Angola to keep it what it is today. But they don't talk about that. See? They only talk about, well, he's a dictator, he's this, and that. Well, look who the hell we got in the White House now.
Yeah. And yeah.
So, so that's why he didn't want any Western influence at all. He didn't want no Western influence at all in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to ask you.
Just to add one more thing.
Go ahead, bro.
And the program is still existing today. If for anybody that's going to be nurses or doctors, you can still enroll in the programs for free down there and still go.
Where? In Angola?
In Cuba.
In Cuba? Oh, okay.
The program is still going. So anybody that wants to be, nurses, practitioners, doctors, they can go there and get it for free and come back and serve your community.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, the office still. Matter of fact, Minister Farrakhan's daughter is in that doctor's program down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about explain to people? Oh, hold on, family.
Okay.
Could you hear me now? What you said before, because you was breaking up.
No, I just said that that the office still stands for prospective nurses and doctors from here. They can still go down there and still get the training and everything for free. And the office still stands. Because Minister Farrakhan's daughter is learning to be a doctor, and she's down there. She got one more year.
Mm. Oh, wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, people don't know that. See, people don't. They only know what's on the outside. You got to uncover a lot of this stuff, brother.
Yeah. And
See?
I want you to explain to people why Puerto Rico played a big influence for our community.
Okay. Well, that started since the 1800s. So Puerto Rico, if you look at Puerto Rico strategically, excuse me, strategically, that island sits strategically right in the middle of everything. So that was basically a move for the U.S. to enact bases down there. If you notice, they had uh, a base in Vieques, which is a little island right off the coast of Puerto Rico. Okay, Vieques served the government here, and a lot of people were working there and all that. But there was also a lot of things going on down there, chemically wise, that was ruining the environment. So I think it was Al Sharpton and them. They went down there and had it closed down. You know, now some people were against that because that was how a lot of them was working for the government or making their money. But the health risk outweighed whatever money you could make. So in other words, so you had people down there and they shut it down. So Puerto Rico remains still a strategic thing. But the thing about Puerto Rico is this. If you noticed, they will never let Puerto Rico go independent because you have some that want statehood, you have some that want independence, you have some that want to keep it a commonwealth. Okay? Now, you have a lot of strong people that are for independence, you know, but, you know, I was told by different sets of people, you know, because I've interviewed people on this, and they told me you have some that, oh, no, but if we went independent, other countries might come in here and try to invade us and this and this and that. So we'd rather keep it the way it is, you know. So again, that's more or less going into the unknown. But if you notice this past storm that went down there, when goods and services was trying to get there, there was this clause in a contract with the United States that those people couldn't receive those goods and services because of I forgot the name of the law. And a lot of that stuff was sitting there in those shipyards. And they couldn't get to the people, which I thought that was wrong. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, at the same token, you know, they would never let that island go because of its location in the Caribbean. So I can't tell you as of this point whether it's going to go independent or not. I don't think so. But at this point, we have to wait and see. But Puerto Rico had a lot of influence because, you know, it became part of the Commonwealth of the United States in the 1800s. You know, that's easy to look up. You know what I mean? So, and if you were born there, you're a U.S. citizen by birth.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this question. And anybody had questions in the chat, please ask. Feel free. Why are some Puerto Ricans in this country do not want to identify the rest of us as people?
You mean identify with the black?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because that started maybe about 15, 20 years ago, maybe a little bit less. You know, I don't know, because you know what it is. I guess when you think you can move over to the other side without being noticed, or they try to try to gain an advantage, one way or the other, because if they feel nothing's happening on one side, they'll try to go. The human instinct would make you try, go to another side. But at the same time, they're gonna throw you away because they know that you're not fully white. That's just real talk.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what happened when 45 Crush went there, and he's hurling paper towels, bounty towels.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that didn't insult you? You understand?
Now,
As a Puerto Rican?
now let me ask you a question before you continue. When you see that, how they thrown, right? And we got a Black Hispanic caucus, right?
Right.
For you, how does it feel that they didn't speak enough?
It was a crusher for me because, it's sort of like, listen, it's sort of like when, we have the same problem amongst the Black people too, that coon and all that. They go, da da da. It's the same thing. And you say to yourself, wait a minute, man. Don't y'all see what these people are doing? Mm-hmm. But yet you still want to side with that. And I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it crushed me though. I'm not going to lie, because I was like, wait a minute, man. They doing it. And you see people taking pictures. Like, if they were having a good time. And I'm saying, where'd they get these people from? You understand?
Yeah.
Where'd they get these people from?
Yeah, I can tell you like this, that when I seen it, because I always said that all of us as Black people, we are diverse, and we are globally. I can't explain it, brother, but as you a little older than me, let's say furious is an understatement. I'm like this. If I was in Puerto Rico, I'll probably point. I'll tell the president, we got to shoot a fair one outside though.
Yeah.
Tell your people, get it back. And see, he's a Gemini like I am.
Right.
So people think, oh, children, he knows what he's doing.
Right.
Yo, come on, we gonna shoot a fair one though. You gonna shoot. We have to shoot this one though.
Right.
Really.
Right.
And the way how they disrespect our brothers and sisters in Puerto Rico, the FEMA. Oh, we did have food. Couldn't find out the food was on the other side of the island. They ain't let them know. The electricity, they put electricity where at the way for months. Even right now, they some parts of Puerto Rico still out of electricity. People
are still out. Right.
Right now.
Right. As we speak.
And then how they treat the mayor of Puerto Rico was wrong. But I would say this though. What the Hispanic caucus, they didn't speak up loud enough. It was applaudable.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. I even asked
even the Black caucus. I'm gonna put the Black caucus too. But I said basically.
Well, I even asked a neighbor of mine. She's an older Puerto Rican woman, real light Puerto Rican. So I was speaking with her and the lobby attendant one day. So the lobby attendant told me, she said, "Oh yeah, by the way, Raul, she voted for Trump." So I looked at her, I said, "You did? What made you do that?" So I asked her, and she said, "Well, He said he was going to clean up the streets and because the streets are dangerous. So I said, so you scared of your own people? No, it's not that I'm scared of my own people. It's, it's just that I'd be out there at 10 o'clock at night sometimes. I said, what are you doing out there at night? Right? So now I let her talk on. And I said to her, okay, I got one last question for you. She said, what's that? I said, how did you like it when Trump went to Puerto Rico and was throwing bounty towels at our people? How'd you feel about that? She put her head down and walked away. Up. She put her head down and walked away. Yeah. 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 And I said, how can you? And I was even looking at something too the other day. They were showing some Latinos that live near that so-called border where Trump wants to put his fence. And they asked them, would you like a fence up to keep? Yeah, because it's kind of dangerous. And I'm like, huh? So, there's a how can I term it, brother? I don't know if there's a sickness going around, but there's something going where these people are siding with the enemy. They're siding with, what are you getting out of it? Because those same people, whether they know it or not, if they saying, yeah, they like that, do you know that if, let's say he does get over and put this thing, let's say he for all intents and purposes, they pass this through, which I know they're not. But do you know the people that own property out there, eventually the government will call eminent domain and seize their property? Then what you gonna say then? That's what my question is. What are you gonna say then? That's the same thing that happened in New Orleans with Katrina. In that area in the Ninth Ward where the blacks live.
Yeah.
They couldn't even go back there. They claimed eminent domain. And that got right by the people. People didn't even know it. The government claimed eminent domain, my brother, in that part of New Orleans.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that.
That's right.
And I'm gonna say it too. They all Puerto Ricans live in New Orleans too. And you also, if you hear their music, some of Latin too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, in answer to your question, I really don't know the answer.
Okay.
I really don't. I mean, I've tried to figure it out. And I can't. I don't know, brother. I can't. I was trying to come up with you understand?
Oh, we left one group out.
Okay.
For produce Lisa and the Coach Jack.
That's right.
Latin.
Noriega and them, the rap group.
Yep. What you call? I forgot what you call it. What's the name of
There's a whole bunch of Latin influence in music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whole bunch of that, brother. Whole bunch of that.
Well, what you think about Tito Fuentes? Why he not being mentioned?
I'm not sure, but because he was one of those too. He loved his people too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What place?
His people.
What place you put him up there in jazz?
Oh man, he's ranked to me in the top 5. Yeah. I've seen him perform live so many times, it was crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't know. He's still living.
No, he died in 2000.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. He died in 2000. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gonna do a story about him too. We gonna bring you back. Oh, whoa, God,
Came
damn.
up with another one, huh?
Yeah. Do I always, brother? We gonna bring you back, and he's a. I'm letting you know right now, brothers. He's a long one. We got a lot of information. Maybe they bring up. See? Yeah. Oh my God! Look. Ooh. He's a songwriter, record producer, instrument, tabals. He even played the vibes.
Wow.
Look at his cup. Oh my good. Yeah. Bro.
Yeah.
Damn, this is like almost 2 hours there reading.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna tackle that. Oh my God. Awards and recognition. Display Smithsonian National Medal of Arts.
Wow.
1995, he received Billboard Latin Music Lifetime Achievement Award. Let me read it again. In 1995, he received Billboard Latin Music Lifetime Achievement Award.
Mm-hmm.
During the
Tito Puente, you talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
During the presidency of Senator Roberto Rosales Benitez, Tito Fuentes received unique honor of having both special sessions of the Senate of Puerto Rico dedicated to him and being allowed to perform in his unique style of floor the Senate while it was in session. And on September 10, 2007, the United States Post Office in Spanish Harlem was named after him as ceremony president by House Ways of Means Committee Chairman Charles Rango and Rep. Jose Serrano.
Mm.
Man, he got a lot of yo.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. Well, we gonna talk about him. Maybe in the weekend, but I'm letting you know right now, brother. This is a long ass read. He got it's a lot. So, but you as you always, you gonna bear with me.
Yeah.
He God. Look at this. He was born in Manhattan.
Yeah.
He even served in the Navy family.
Right.
He was discharged with a Presidential Unit Citation for serving in 9 battles on an escort carrier USS Santee. The GI Bill allowed him to study music at Juilliard School of Music. That was in New York, where he completed formal education, conducted orchestration and theory. In 1969, he received the key of City of New York for former Mayor John Lindsay. In 1992, he was inducted into National Congressional Record. Let me read that again. In 1992, he was inducted into the National Congressional Record. And in 1993, he received the James Smithsonian Bicentennial Medal for the Smithsonian. Do you know how important that is?
Wow.
Family.
That's big.
They don't give this to anybody.
Right.
I'm just reading something. I'm gonna read it again while we do the story. During the 1950s, Fuentes was in the height of his popularity and helped to bring Afro-Cuban and Caribbean sound like mambo, son, and cha-cha to maintain audience. Fuentes was successful playing popular Afro-Cuban rhymes, and many people mistakenly identify him as Cuban. Dance Mana, Probably Fuentes' most well-known albums was released in 1958. His most famous copies are Alacama, 1963, popularized by Latin rock musician. As we talked him, Carlos Santana, later interpreted by other Julia Alatias, okay, is Celie Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
In early 2000, he appeared in the music documentary Sally 54. After a show in Puerto Rico on May 31st, 2000, he suffered a massive heart attack and was flown to New York City for surgery to repair a heart valve, but complications developed and died on May 31st, 2000. He was presumptively awarded the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Tio Fuentes' name is also mentioned in a television production called Apache, film of the
Right.
Palladium era in New York. I'm not going to read this no more. I'll wait till I really read it.
Right.
But another one not being
Mm-hmm.
mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let people know the one who came here just now. Name the brother that was not mentioned.
Which one? Benny Moré?
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody didn't mention Tio Fuentes too. There are two of them that helped started this Latin fusion, and
Yep.
they was not
Yep.
mentioned.
Yep.
I had to
Yep.
pull it up.
Yep. Isn't that something?
And plus, he has all orchestration, and he plays some of the jazz big hits,
Mm-hmm.
orchestrated big
Yep.
hits too.
Yep.
The late great Tito Fuentes, the late great one.
Yeah.
Well, we gonna
And was not mentioned.
huh?
And was not mentioned. Wow.
Was not mentioned.
Wow.
And you gonna talk a few more.
Okay.
Celine Cruz. I'm gonna do a story about her.
Right.
She died in 2003, Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
She was a Cuban singer.
Yep.
Check it out. Gained 23 gold albums during her career. She
Mm.
received Star Wars Hall of Fame Hollywood. The U.S. President Bill Clinton awarded her National Medal of Arts 1994. Oh my God. Let me pull her up. God, she was beautiful back then too.
Oh yeah.
Silly Cruz.
Oh wow.
You get it too.
Oh shit.
She was born 1925, passed away 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Singer, actress.
Yeah.
Let me see. Woo, wait. Another long one. Oh, wow.
Their resumes are long, baby.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Personal life. Yeah, death. Okay. Legacy. Wow. Georgie. So let me see. Film. She was in films too, family.
Oh yeah.
A lot of films. Okay, Grammy Award. Yeah, yeah. I think the darkness had. But you know what I was going to do, brother? What I was going to do, I'm gonna bring
What's
you
that?
back at these two, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to set you up on a planner, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna read each part, and we're gonna go through it because these two great people, they long.
Okay.
And after you make your remarks, then I'm gonna keep on reading, and then we're gonna sum it up like that because they long.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna probably do it. I can't do it no back to back. They long. Man's talk is tomorrow. Oh yeah, doing man. I gotta set a man's talk too. Oh yeah, family. Check this out. I will chop it up with the one and only Black Butterfly, Raw Honest Tea. She gonna be on my channel tomorrow. She gonna chop it up at the Darkness Roundtable, 1:00 p.m. tomorrow. I want you to join. I want you to hear. I want you to join that. I already sent out the invites to that. All right. Me and Muhammad's the one. We gonna chop it up. We're gonna talk about the late great Tio Fuentes and Salih Crew. We're gonna chop it about that. I'm gonna bring him back. And then maybe I'll probably add a few others. I see. This is our music. You know?
Yes, sir.
This is our music. And we have to recognize the ones that put it down in the past. And I'm looking at this, they long too. But we're gonna get through it and everything. And I'm gonna promote this too. I'm definitely gonna promote this. And maybe let me see, Saturday. Maybe we could do it. Are you feel to maybe do one? No, let me see. No, that's gonna be long though. No, that's gonna be long. Maybe I was thinking about, bro, we could do something during the afternoon, right?
Okay.
On Saturday, and then the other one we do a prime time.
Okay.
How that sound to you?
Sound good.
And I bring you back. Then one of those I'll probably handpick. Matter of fact, we do it like this. I'll probably like handpick after I finish like each of them.
Right.
We do it like that. The ones that knows.
Exactly.
So anybody knows about this music, of these of the greats that I mentioned, y'all want to have, y'all can talk about it. But if you don't know, no. Yeah. And he got a lot of stuff from him, man. I might do a story about Joe Bateman too. So our music is diverse.
Oh, definitely.
It's really diverse and stuff. So yeah, so Muhammad's the one. Tell him. Oh, that's right. You don't have a channel, right? Hello?
Yeah.
You don't have a channel, right?
No.
Tell the people how they find you.
No. I have a channel. Muhammad is the one on YouTube, but it's just basically this is a basic channel. It's not nothing, you can subscribe to it if you want, but it's just I just put some things on there. Nothing really big though.
All right. If people want to find, how they gonna find you? Which chat?
Muhammad is the one on YouTube.
Yeah. What? Because you be able to tell people how they can find you at. Which chats you be in? What platforms you be? What panels you be on? Everything. So.
Okay. The panels would be on yours.
Okay, in the chats.
Yeah.
Tell them what chats you be on.
Excuse me?
Tell them what chats do you be on.
Yours.
And who else?
Let's see. What was chat I was on? I was just there, but I didn't speak. Like let's see. Basically your channel, and that was it.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, you want to make your last remarks on today?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Thank you for inviting me again.
Anytime.
Much respect, due respect, and this was a hell of a topic about the Latin jazz music, and I hope we could explore more of this and to enlighten our people. And you did a great job too. So, listen, man, each one teach one, you know,
Yeah.
and and we can't fall by the wayside right now. You know what I mean? So stand up, get your mind right. Yeah, and that's it.
Okay, thank you. All I can say is that this is our music,
Mm.
and don't let the oppressor tell you anything. And I know it's going to be some Cubans and some Puerto Rican. They don't want to identify the African part of it, but that's on them. And they have to that the karma will come to them. But this is our music. I want you to remember that this is our music. This is global music.
Right.
There's quite a lot of nationalities had adopted our music. They copy from this. So is it everything what you see? And also, I would say this that I want you to join them, solve the problem. I want you to check out solve the problem.
Mm.
Oh no, let's not solve the problem. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me get it right. Let me get it right.
Mm.
Um, let me get it right. I want to get it. I want to get the channel right. Is the name of the channel is Solve the Race Problem. That's the name of it. Solve. No, I'm sorry. Solving the race problem. Solving the race problem. Usually I think he be on by 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Check out the brother. Excellent information. He break it down to unite us as people, to fight for our rights and everything else. All right. So check the brother out. Solving the race problem. That's the name of his channel. Who sent you? Tell him the underrated darkness sent you. All right. On behalf of my brother, the junior elder of our community, I want to let you know. Thank you so much to enlighten of this of this. You can hear me? Hello. Hello. I can't hear you. Hello.
Bill.
Hello.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know what happened to you.
Oh, I must. I couldn't hear you for a minute. So, okay, you was asking something.
No, I was saying that I want to thank you for the history, brother.
Oh
Thank,
yeah, man. Yeah,
thank you,
man.
thank you so much. It's very much appreciated, brother.
Yeah, yeah. No problem, man. Anytime, man. I mean, listen. We learn. Anytime you stop learning, I don't know what to say, but we learn and live and learn every day, man. And there's things that a lot of people are not hip to, but you know what? It's all good because you bringing this to light. Hey, all we try to do is get it on and going, and I thank you for that. You know what I mean?
My pleasure, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
enjoy doing this. This
Yes,
was one of
sir.
my favorite parts. Come and think about family.
Right.
This is one of my
Right.
favorite parts. I get up to do music. I get up at everything else on my channel, but I get up and doing this. I love this.
Right.
And I'm damn,
And
and I'm good doing it too. I'm damn good doing this.
and you're versatile.
Yeah,
You know what I
thank
mean?
you. Thank you. Pat myself in the back. Thank you.
Yeah,
You versatile too, brother. You versatile too. But that's what it's all about. That is all about versatility. It is.
you
But
gotta have versatility in your life. Yeah, yeah. Can't be just about one thing all the time. You know what I mean? So, you know, there's other facets of life. You know what I mean? So,
facts.
you know, and we just have to, we deal what we deal with one at a time. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right,
So,
brother.
all right. So you can close this out, brother. You know, do your
All
close out.
right. Let me see. The Underrated Music Talk Latin R&B with my special guest, the one and only, the junior elder himself of our community. Muhammad is the one. We signing out. This one is Ghost.
Peace.